A business is started, a business is prepared with the help of some idea. Idea and opportunities are the two important things with the help of which the business can be started. How to identify the sources of entrepreneurial ideas? Ideas are the base of any entrepreneur. What are the sources of these ideas? From where does a businessman is motivated to sell a particular product or a service? That is called idea. When does business opportunity can exist? Idea is based on the opportunity. Opportunity is said to be a child of idea. When idea is a mother, opportunity is a child. And that child grows into a big adult. That is a business. A product does not meet customers' expectation. When any product in the prevailing market does not reach out the customer's expectation, when the customers need a product which is not available in the market, when any particular product is not available, that means there is a lack of supply chain, though the product is available but in not the market where the consumers are. So these are the situation when the opportunity arises. A businessman grabs these opportunities and does the business. How and where can we get the information? We can get the information from resources. These resources are primary and secondary. Primary, that means collecting from direct mailing, interview, survey, and secondary, where the people are hired with the companies are doing the work on the behalf of business houses or businessmen. So the resources are gathered in these two manners. They are primary sources and secondary sources. Primary sources, the businessman can himself gather the information by observation, experiments, interviews, and surveys. Observation can be done on the buying patterns, like in any departmental store. They can have observation, they can keep a statistics, they can keep a data that which type of product, which brand of that particular type is sold more. Experiments, that means they can do a sampling, they can give a trial product, and then they can take a feedback from consumers. Interviews, they can have either a telephonic interview, or they can send via internet, email, Google Forms. Survey, they can have a survey again through internet, or they can do a one-to-one survey. Observation, data is gathered by observing and recording the respondent's action in an activity. For example, an individual sitting at a selected location every day for a week and counting the number of pedestrians and cars that pass by. From this number, it can be estimated whether the location is suitable for business operations. This is all about the exposure. The example here they have given is about the exposure, that how many, what is the number of people or how many vehicle passes, pedestrian passes through that particular location. So if more number of people are passing by, that means that location is very suitable for the business. So that is a method of gathering the information by just observing and noticing the actual scenario. Experiments or product sampling is another option. The entrepreneur makes a number of sample products and provides them to small group of consumers for the purpose of experimentation. The result of this experiment can then be used to determine how well the product is received by consumer. So it is either sampling or either a trial product that a businessman will take an action for doing a information. Interviews, field research covers interviews with consumer, supplier, competitor, and industry experts that can be conducted in two ways. either a personal interview or a telephone interview. So interviews are not just conducted with the among the customers. They can also interview the competitor, they can also interview the industrial experts, they can also interview the suppliers, like the middlemen, the agents, the wholesalers, who will give the actual information that what the consumer wants. Surveys refers to the development of a short questionnaire with respect to targeted product. The question should be very specific. The answer provided must be limited and straightforward. For example, in survey there should not be any product, or there should not be any direct determination. There should be very simple answers like yes, no, excellent, good, fair or poor, agree or disagree, just like a good feedback form. Secondary sources: reliable existing data. Like many companies, they have their collection of the data they do on a regular basis. So these are reliable existing data. References: through any business journals or periodicals, they have reference, like any expert might have given certain statement in a media, so these references can be kept. And mass media, electronic media, like what people are mostly recommending each other, or which product or which service is trending and what the generation wants. So electronic media and mass media, these are the secondary sources from which the businessman can collect the information about what customer wants and what business a businessman can pursue. Reliable existing data: a secondary source that can be used by an entrepreneur is existing data, which is reliable. Reliable, the word they are emphasizing on, that means the information is not forged, the information is authentic. For example, information obtained from annual reports of a company. As these reports are to be submitted to government authorities, they cannot simply bluff. It should be authenticated and they should have a proper evidence. References: an entrepreneur can use references such as published information from the library, internet, paid database services, which provide information on a market growth, overall industry, perspectives, and customer profiles. Here, these resources or these companies, they hire experts who just focus on the market response, and they actuate the facts, they publish the facts that actually has happened in the market and actually what the customer wants. Mass and electronic media: information on raw materials can be a business opportunity for an entrepreneur. In the era of ICT, the internet becomes a vital source of quick and accurate information on business idea. Example: advertisement and information in the newspaper, magazines, and the internet. So whatever the media is, they'll give the actual information. On the basis of the information, the businessman can do the brainstorming and can prepare the proper business plan. When is an idea an opportunity? Now we have already discussed about the resources, like from where the idea can be generated. Now when the idea is converted into opportunity, and when this opportunity can be grabbed by a businessman that can make a successful venture, create or add value to the customer. As we have discussed already, that what customer actually want, that was not available, so that idea can be encashed, and that idea can be converted into opportunity. Solve a significant problem, removing a pain point or meeting a demand. Now here the best example is selfie stick in the mobile phone. A human hand is not more than 1.5 feet. So if they want to cover a more number of people in a one selfie, that was not possible. That was a painful attempt used to do, but now that has been resolved by improving in a device that is a selfie stick, and then they are solving a problem of customer, and simply they have derived a new business. Have a robust market, profit margin, and money marketing. Now, money marketing, that means the customer always strive for value of money. The customer will of course spend on the products, but they will always look for the worth of the product, and that is a marketing strategy. When a businessman want to sell any product, they will see that what consumer is looking for in a particular product. If the consumer is ready to pay the amount that is asked for, so that is money marketing. Good fit with founder and management team at the right time and place. Now resources are available, but the good businessman is the one who places the perfect resource at a perfect time, and then can achieve the desired result. Sometimes it can do the wonders. Sometimes a businessman can earn in multiple times of the investment what he has made. Opportunity analysis. Once the idea is turned into opportunity, again that analysis has to be done, whether the ideas are feasible in the market or not. Focus on the idea and the market of the idea. They should focus on the idea, they should focus on the market of the idea. For example, any product they have selected, so they should focus on the quality of the product and on the quantity. That means what is the quantity demanded, so that is a market. Talk to industry leaders and players in the same space as the idea. Industry leaders means the ones who have already achieved in their business in the same type of industry, and they can give a proper guidance. A typical opportunity analysis plan has a 4 section. Number 1, description of the idea and its competition, assessment of domestic and international market for the idea, assessment of entrepreneur and the team, discussion of the steps needed to make the idea and the basis of a viable business venture. Now, first thing says that the idea should be described and its competition should be very much clear in the mind. Secondly, that whether the idea which they have decided to work on is a domestic or international as far as market is concerned. Third is whether their own team of entrepreneur is capable enough to achieve that idea or not. And fourth one is to discuss of the steps that are needed to make the idea basis for a viable business. That means whether the practicability or the money measurement of that particular venture is possible or not. After doing the feasibility analysis, the actual work of the businessman starts. He will actually procure all the paperwork, documents, license, permits that are required. He'll start advertising the product, he'll generate the demand, and when the demand is actually there, he will start the supply of that product or service. The product or service feasibility analysis. Now, the product or service that is already in demand, people are looking forward, that is to be assessment of overall appeal of the product or service being proposed. That means appeal, whether the product is that designed in such a manner that people will attracted on it or not. Determine whether there is a market for product or service. Again, the market analysis feasibility test should be done, that really the people are, after doing the experiments, after doing free sampling, they can determine, they can be very much assured that yes, actually these products and services are in demand. Product service feasibility analysis, that means actually whether the public is in demand of the product or service that has been designed, to make the product or service very appealing, to know the components of products and service feasible, that means the concept usability testing. See, whenever the product is produced, it undergoes many tests, it undergoes many usability or many ISI marking or standards or norms. They take all the test on it, and then the product is sold in the open market. So all these things are taken into consideration before these products or services are given or open for the open market for the customers. After understanding the product and services, the next important thing is intellectual property. Intellectual property, that means these are the copyrights like patents, trademarks, copyrights, designs, and the bulletins. They need to make it in a customized manner, in a personalized manner, that no other competitor or a businessman can take away their idea, can take away their resources. So they need to get it legalized, and then they need to get it personalized, and then they can sell these services or product in the open market. So they need to understand the intellectual property issues. They need to make all the provisions that no other businessman will take away. All these important aspects should not be copied, and only the businessman will be selling the product. Thank you for